Tonight is more Wild Survivor news, and we are getting food. We got the chef archetype of the food, and we're gonna get straight to them. But first, Hungry Burger and Hamburger Recipe have been reprinted in this set, and it's been about 21 years. So let's take a look at each of them. So they are based off of Ritual Monsters levels 1 through 6. They also have a field spell, 2 ritual spells, a normal or continuous trap, and a counter trap. Also, pardon me because I will mispronounce this quite a bit. They are Nouvelles. They are what they are. The first one we have is a dark level 1 Beast Warrior Ritual Monster with 400 attack, 1850 defense. They all have 1850 defense because I believe that matches Hungry Burger 100%. But let's get into it. I'm not going to try and pronounce them because they are very, very hard to say. I am not going to pronounce them, but for the first one, for the level 1 ritual, you can only ritual summon this card with a recipe card. You can only use each effect of this card once per turn. If this card is special summon, excavate the top 5 cards of your deck and add 1 Nouvelle card to your hand, then shuffle the rest back into your deck. When this card is targeted for an attack, you could tribute this card and 1 face-up attack position monster on the field. Special summon 1 level 2 or level 3 Nouvelle ritual monster from your hand or deck. So that's the little gimmick that they have for the level 1s all the way up to the level 5, so you can ritual climb into the others. Next up we have Conférence de Nouvelle. It is a dark level 2 warrior, 800 attack, 1850 defense. And you can only summon this with the recipe. They can only be summoned with the recipe, period. So I'm not going to repeat that. But if this card is special summoned, you can target 1 spell and trap card on the field, destroy it. When this card is targeted by a card effect or for an attack, quick effect, you contribute this card and 1 attack position monster on the field. And if you do special summon 1 level 3 or level 4, Nouvelle ritual monster from your hand or deck. Now, it says target 1 attack position monster on the field, so you can target your opponent cards and tribute away their stuff. So think of it like kaijus and just being able to ritual climb up into your level 6 that gets Hungry Burger out of your deck. Next up we have Portrait de Nouvelle. It is a dark level 3. It is a Beast Warrior and 1200 attack, 1850 defense. And if you notice, the level 2 or the evens are warriors, the odds are beast warriors, so that's one thing I really like. You can only use each effect of this card once per turn. If this card is special summoned, draw 1. Cool. When a monster on the field is targeted for an attack or effect, you contribute this card and 1 face-up attack position monster on the field. Special summon 1 level 4 or level 5 Nouvelle ritual monster from your hand or deck. So I really like this deck so far. It's very unique. Now we have the Beast or the Warrior, Dark level 4 Warrior, 1600 attack, 1850 defense. Foigrach the Nouvelle. I luckily know this because all these are named after dishes. If this card is special summoned, you can target up to 3 cards in the graveyards, shuffle them into the deck. We did not learn from Ishizu cards, did we? We did not at all. When this card is on the field, is targeted by a card effect or for an attack, quick effect, you contribute 1 Nouvelle monster you control and 1 attack position monster on the field, on either field, and if you do, special summon 1 level 5 or level 6 Nouvelle ritual monster from your hand or deck. So this is still going with the theme of going up, and next up we have the next one in line, the level 5 Dark Beast Warrior, 2000 attack, 1850 defense, and you can only, if this card is special summon, you can add 1 Nouvelle or recipe card from your deck to your hand, so you can add the whole entire archetype if you wanted to. Target 1 attack position monster your opponent controls. Tribute it to special summon 1 level 6 Nouvelle monster from your hand or deck. If this card was special summoned by the effect of a Nouvelle card, this is a quick effect. Quick effect removal is very, very great. After that, we have Baggerel de Nouvelle. It is the level 6 Warrior Ritual Monster, 2400 attack and 1800 defense. If this card is special summoned, you can negate the effects of all face-up cards your opponent controls until the end of this turn. Then, if this card was special summoned by Nouvelle monster's effect, you contribute as many monsters your opponent controls as possible. So if it's special summoned, all face-up cards your opponent controls until the end of the turn is just negated flat out. I think that's like Featherstorm, isn't it? But only on field. The second effect though, quick effect. You can target one attack position monster your opponent controls, tribute it, and if you do, special summon one hungry burger from your hand and or deck. Very, very good card, and in my opinion, I really like this. I want to see what I could do with this deck. Now let's get into the spells and traps. First off, we have Nouvelle Auberg, a table. It's a field spell, and you can only one card with this name can be activated per turn, like every other field spell nowadays. When this card is activated, add one recipe card from your deck or graveyard to your hand. So this gets back everything in the deck, which I really like. Once per turn, you get to ritual summon. You can return one ritual monster from your hand to the bottom of the deck, draw one. During the end phase, you can target 2 cards in your graveyard, including a recipe card. Return those cards to the bottom of the deck in any order, then draw 1 card. I can see some cute plays with this, being able to draw 2 cards at pretty much totaling. For a very good advantage. After that, we have fish dish recipe. And it is one of the ritual spells, and this can be used to ritual summon any of your Nouvelle ritual monsters. Ritual summon one Nouvelle ritual monster from your hand by tributing monsters you control and or in your hand whose level total equals or exceeds the level of the ritual monster you are ritual summoning. If you're ritual summoning, I believe that's the level 1. Yes, the level 1. With this effect, you can apply this effect. Add 1 recipe ritual spell from your deck to your hand, except another copy of this. And then this one is meat dish recipe or meat dish recipe. It could summon any of your Nouvelle monsters, tribute one or tribute monsters from your hand or field whose level equals or exceeds the level of a ritual monster, and ritual summon a Nouvelle monster from your hand. If you ritual summon the level 2, you can apply the following effect. All defense position monsters your opponent currently controls are turned to face-up attack position. So this gets around flip effects, and in my opinion, this deck really, really wants everything in attack position so you can punish your opponent, which I really do like. Next up, we have the continuous trap card. It is recipe of meals, or recipe meal, I believe. And let's get into it. For being a continuous trap card, I can understand the lock that it has, being you can only use each effect once per turn. You can target 1 ritual monster you control, special summon 1 Nouvelle token, Dark, level 1 Fiend, 50 attack and 50 defense. Its level is the same as the targeted monster. So, essentially, we could do funny synchro plays or ritual plays in this deck. Then, you can send this face-up card in the spell trap card zone to the graveyard. Ritual summon 1 Nouvelle ritual monster from your hand by tributing monsters you control and or in your hand. So, it's just a trap ritual summon. But it does summon a token, which is pretty cool. And finally, we have the counter trap, which is the chef's special recipe. And you can only use each effect of this card once per turn. If you control a Nouvelle monster, and the effect of a monster spell or trap card is activated, negate that effect. If you control a monster that was special summoned through the effect of a Nouvelle monster, you could also destroy that card. So that whole portion is going to be going through 100%. If you special summon a Hungry Burger, you can banish this card from your graveyard, tribute as many monsters as you can from your opponent's field. Oh my. Oh my. This is going to be an interesting archetype for sure to keep an eye out. I'm definitely going to keep an eye out on this one because This whole entire set is super promising for the end of Series 11, but I wonder what you guys think about this set so far. We don't know what the Vanquished Souls are, but we know 2 of the 3. So far, this is a smash hit set, and actually redeems themselves for the past few deck build sets that there have been with archetypes that are interesting to say. But anyways, I've been Bolt Spider. See you guys in the next video, and goodbye.